commenting on someone's perceived attractiveness. How are we even going to watch? This is my question. How will we even watch the Madden streams? I will be honest. The Madden tournament games are 85 to 90% laughing about how people look or talking about how Katie looks. I don't know what plays now. This is a bad day for Madden Twitch, boys. This is a bad day for Madden Twitch. But listen, like a wise man once told me, never ask for permission, only ask for forgiveness. Okay, boys? So we're not going to ask if we can make fun of Earl anymore. We're not going to ask if we can make fun of VY anymore. We're not going to ask. But when we get reprimanded, we're going to ask for forgiveness. Okay, boys? Maybe. Grammar ban. No more grammar ban. There's no more grammar ban. Yeah, right. Let's talk about the moaning game.
Tonight, from Bills Stadium in Orchard Park, New York, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports. Buffalo Bills taking on Jordan Love and the Miami Dolphins.
Autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at Bills Stadium in Orchard Park. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. Hello, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game. So they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And last week's win was indicative of how good this team can be. It was a complete performance.
So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
Play action this time with Love. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he's going to be ripped down by the face mask at the end of this, and that's going to add 15 more onto the end of this thing. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Play fake. Here's Love. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Number 6.
From 17 yards out. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. They are led out by the 15th overall selection in 2019. Former Ohio State Buckeye Dwayne Haskins.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press and one team gets an advantage, our team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incomplete.
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on third down, and you make the home crowd go.
There is a hush indeed. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. And let's shift our attention to Will Fuller, sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, the good stuff. You got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing. Change things up a little bit and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, trying to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here and there.
And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. A flag down. Let's see if this will stand.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Haskins to throw. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 56 yards, and a touchdown.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
first down. It's Haskins looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now Haskins. Throw complete to Herndon.
Haskins pass.
Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Tanner Muse coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
It's been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
It's now 3rd down and 14.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Harris has it over the middle. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
Good. Makes the score Dolphins 14.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Boy, they've definitely come out of the gate smoking here in the first quarter. Whatever they've tried to run has worked. And there's another example right there. Game plan is one thing, but how about his accuracy? It's been exceptional.
On 1st and 10, Love. And he's got his man in stride, complete. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Here's Love. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Love, they go play action now. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. But I think a Dolphin was able to fall on it. Yes, they'll keep possession here. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. After one, a 14-3 ball game.
First quarter with the score Dolphins 14, Bills 3.
On play action, Love to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Play action. Love. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that is going to be incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Bills are going to get the football back. But certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins. Pressure gets to Haskins, and down he goes.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
At their own 11-yard line.
Jordan Love in this offense, ready to get the football back. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Off the play fake. Love. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Again, it's Love. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Off play action. Love. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
So how would you describe that one, partner? Workmanlike right there, getting that 1st down, blue-collar type football?
Yeah, only needed 3, got 4, just enough. I like workmanlike.
I think it's pretty cool myself. Everything doesn't have to be high glamour in this game.
To the air again, Love. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Will Fuller with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. So 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they're a PAT from going up 21-3.
And there's no doubt in my mind, you're liking what you're seeing so far, aren't you?
It's been unbelievable. Like a well-oiled machine, if you will.
What's really tough, though, that defense, they're leaping the shadows at this point. They don't know which way to go. They're being hit in every direction, and they have no answers thus far.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here again comes Dwayne Haskins and company. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Bills on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. They go play action with Haskins. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
They got the fumble recovery. Now here's Love to pass toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brian Burns, his 2nd sack of the night.
Loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. 3rd and long for Love. Buying time to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Will Fuller on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game is going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And he coughed it up. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Will Fuller his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins have got it on cruise control.
Under review.
Elliott on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Bills 3. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bills getting set to go. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
53 to Mike. 53, check 53.
On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. Now a look at Will Fuller as he and the rest of the offense gears up to get ready to go again. He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the second quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days unfold for a receiver because they need a quarterback throwing it accurately. Quarterback, so many other variables. But, boy, he's getting it done and in a big way. Right now, he wants to rock on every snap.
Yeah, he's counting his yards in the hundreds. The pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kamara. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Haskins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
And 10 yards to go.
Mike, 53, Mike.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Michael Palardy.
Here's Michael Palardy now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. So we've reached the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here again comes Dwayne Haskins and company.
And boy, Charles, they have to find a way to just get him some time to breathe back there. He's been pressured throughout this game.
And I'll bet in his mind he's thinking the focus shouldn't be on how many times I've gone down. It's where is it happening? Where are the breakdowns up front? He'll never say it publicly because good leaders don't do that. But they've got to figure out what's happening in the offensive line to keep people away from him so he actually has a chance to throw the football, because so far that has not been the case.
5 full sacks against him. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. The 30, 20, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bills cut into that lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start for the whole thing, and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
27-yard line.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Bound to lose one.
Off the play fake. Love. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Love's pass.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Second and inches at the 37-yard line.
Off play action. Love. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kamara. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the ex-Dolphin, Mika Fitzpatrick. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 20.
On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
That catch good for only a couple.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 31-yard line.
2nd down. Love. Flushed out right to the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Love from the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
On 4th down, Love. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. It's the ex-Dolphin, Minka Fitzpatrick. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
This has kind of been the story all night long, hasn't it? An inability to really get much done on 3rd downs, and it's costing them.
And taken right at the 35. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 41-yard line.
Love now on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Play action this time with Love. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Given 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. Going back to Love. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And he turned it over the middle. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Back at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, Haskins. And that will be incomplete.
Haskins pass. Thrown away and incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And let's shift our attention to Will Fuller. A monster game so far, third quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers,
Absolutely.
though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Play fake. Here's Love. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Off the play fake. Love. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down, Miami.
Off play action. Love. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Buffalo.
35.
A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Alvin Kamara, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins just continue to pour it on. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ballgame.
25-yard line.
Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. From the gun, it's Haskins. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Harris. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Haskins. That's going to go down as a loss of 9 on the first down play.
Tackled back at the 28-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Haskins. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Now Haskins on first down. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Tanner Muse. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Haskins. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 36. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On first and 10, it's Haskins. Pressure gets to Haskins, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
The passer defense.
Don't do us like that.
The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that looks like an extra step was in.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
From the gun, Haskins. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts.
4th down.
It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will knock this down to still a very large 29-point deficit. In the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Now a look at Will Fuller as he and the rest of the offense gears up to get ready to go again. All right, how has he done it? 4 touchdowns in this contest. He's been around the end zone in particular, pretty much uncoverable.
And you know that I typically take things from a defensive perspective. I'm not going to do that this time. Let's just praise him. My goodness, 4 receiving touchdowns means he's beaten a variety of coverages throughout this game because they're not just letting him run scot-free. They're trying their best to shut him down, and he's shredding them.
I got to be honest, I want to see 5. No, you want to see 5? I mean, we're not supposed to be biased, but...
We're not rooting. Just in the interest of the game, let's go ahead and see 5.
The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield. When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still... well short of what he needed.
A 5-yard pickup. It's now 4th down.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, he's got to have that wrong, doesn't he? They declined that.
There's no doubt about it. Sorry to step on you there, partner, but let's go ahead and run this one together, right? Incomplete pass, yet they call pass interference, and somehow you're going to decline that penalty?
I'm so confused.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got fight. 56.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Again, it's Love. Man open left side. It's his running back with.
Love's pass.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. To the air again, Love. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Touchdown, Miami.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
And the Bills are going to recover. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell them.
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And it's incomplete. Clock now showing 0:05. That's all we have left here in the 4th. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And that will write a finish to this ball game. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel